Hello, everyone. So, I did see Iron Man 3. It was a very good movie. Number 1 did very good. Number 2, not as good as number 1. Number 3, best in the whole series. I liked it because, number 2, a lot of critics said number 1 was better. Like, the director and everything listened to that, and he made it better. As So the movie I'm just gonna make a recap. Tony Stark, he's freaking out after the New York stuff, and he's having post-traumatic stress, no, panic attacks, and he's having nightmares, and he can't fall asleep, and all that. And there's this guy, oh my god, what's his name? Some people call me a terrorist. What's his name? The whatever, the main villain in it, and he is just killing people and saying well, some people call me a terrorist. I find myself a teacher. And he says this really creepy stuff, and Chinese cookies are actually American invented, but not really from China, just American knockoff and everything, and how the president will pay, and how if at one point they're in air. So that happened. Then after, Tony Stark gets mad because he got his best friend, his security guard who was his friend. He put him in the hospital because somehow they blew up this place, because when they get mad, they get all hot and on fire, and so they blew up this huge place. And the one guy, they never knew if he'd wake up from his coma, I think it was. So he was really mad. He said, "You can call my house at this number. No, this is my house number. I'm not afraid of you." And he said that in front of the whole world. So at his house, they're arguing, him and his girlfriend. And then there was another lady there, and she brought up TV, and they said, "Do we need to be afraid of that? Because there's two rockets coming to the house." And Tony, he went to get his Iron Man suit to come on him, and then he put it on his wife, I think. And so the wife got her out of the house. Tony, he called the Iron Man suit back to him after his wife was safe, and he was in the water. Everyone thought he was dead, but he got out just in the nick of time, because basically started getting water in it and started freaking out a bit. And so then he was in Arctic. I don't know where he was actually, someplace really cold and snowy. And there's this boy, little boy there, and he kind of became helping Tony through everything. And they went to this bar because there was another explosion there, and they don't know what happened. They thought it was just a suicide bomber, but they don't know for sure. And he found out that the Mandarin, it was kind of the Mandarin's fault. He made them do it, and then they found out that the people, they're doing tests on people with missing an arm, that would grow back the arm, but it would make, whenever you get mad, you get really warm, and you would blow up if you get really mad. I think that's what I got from it. So he went to the Mandarin's house. The Mandarin caught him, and the Mandarin found his partner. And the other guy, it was his name, Iron, the, the other guy, and the other guy in the suit, the Iron something. Gosh, I watched the movie last week, so I kind of forget the names. And so they found the Iron, they took his suit, and he stole the president, tied up the president. So Iron Man, he called all of his suits up, and they kind of just destroyed. They got the president back, and then it turned out that the Mandarin really was not the guy was talking was just an actor who was on drugs and drinking every day. He thought it was just like an acting gig and everything because he was on drugs, and he thought whenever he shot a person, he thought it was just like CGI and stuff. And so it turns out that he was like not even like a bad character. He thought he was just like acting for money and stuff. But the real main character was this guy who Tony was at a hotel with, a guy, like a really lame guy who was at a hotel, and he saw Tony and said, okay, I have this awesome idea that could help people with limbs grow them back, and Tony said, okay, I'll meet you at the roof in 3 minutes and 5 minutes, and he never went to the roof, so the guy who he was told was going to meet there kind of like hated Tony for the rest of his life, I think, and he just started doing that medication that grew people arm back, and then he used it against America and started like killing people. At the end of it, the bad guy died. Tony, he got that heart thing right here, like that heart thing that grows. He got it surgically removed. Now he has a heart, and his wife, the Mandarin, injected one of those needles into her, so every time she got mad, like she would turn like red, and so she turned like one of those people, but she's still alive. And then it's really, we don't know if it's going to be another Iron Man. This this was like the best Iron Man yet. One of the one of like the few movies to gross over $1 billion, and it did so good at box office. Like there might be a 4, 5, 6. He will be in the next Avengers, but Robert Downey Jr. He's the Iron Man. Like it's undecided if he'll come back like he wants to, but he just had kid and all. Now I really like the movie. Like the CGI, some parts I did not like. Like a lot of CGI, like in the past 2 years, I like, but some of it, like the fire that they do nowadays, I don't like. Like in The Hobbit and in this, the fire just looks really weird. Like I don't like it, that part. But CGI was really good. My favorite of all the Iron Mans. It's really good for the first Marvel movie of the year with Thor 2 coming out in November. From I think November. Yeah, so it's the first Marvel movie of the summer, and now the DC Man of Steel is coming out soon and all that. Yeah, this has really like the movie. I'd give it like 10 out of 10. I'd watch it over and over again. Favorite. I really encourage you guys to go watch it. Like I love it.